than Chinese life led. Some young adults in China are unhappy with the culture of long working hours, high housing prices, and a very high cost of living. So the young people are lying flat to express their anger. They have rejected traditional goals like getting married, having children, purchasing a home or car, and following the corporate money-making path. The lying flat movement is known as Changping in China. The Chinese online discussion website Jinhua is filled with comments from young adults who have joined the movement. Posters on the site say they choose to earn less and buy less to live more simply. Changping is a rejection of the so-called 996 life in China. The usual practice of working from 9 in the morning to 9 at night, 6 days a week. The government of China Daily reports that Chinese officials worry about the Changping movement. The newspaper said the government has long linked higher education and employment with wider social orders. Many 2020 university graduates did not get jobs because of COVID-19. The post of the South China Morning Post. Now they are also competing with the 2021 graduates for employment. I graduated from a top university in Nanjing with a degree in architecture 2 years ago, but I struggled to find a job and stayed there, said 24 years old Yang. He lies flat in rural southwest Jinhua province. Zhang asked VOA not to use that his surname for fear of attracting attention. The young man says a lot of his friends are still trying to find their way in big cities, but he added they come back home either with disease from overworking or with a mountain of debt. Zhang chose to lie flat early. It's too hard to buy a house and a car in big cities. It's hard to find someone to marry, and if you have kids, you have to enroll them in all sorts of activities to give them a head start, he said. So I chose my current lifestyle, simple food, simple life, he said. The first online used term life flat appeared in March on the Chinese search engine Baidu. The post read, "Lying flat is routine," and described a new way to live. The message directed need for the usual job path of young educated Chinese. You just lie flat. Lying flat at home, lying flat outside, lying flat like the street, cats and dogs. I choose to lie flat, and I'm no longer stressed, the poster wrote. The message advised about how to work temporary jobs and live at $32 a month. The website China Banking News reported the average monthly earnings of China college graduates in 2019 was at over $777. The Chinese government reacted quickly to Changping. In late May, the state-run Global Times published an opinion piece about the movement. Young people are the hope of these countries, and neither their personal situation nor the situation of these countries will allow them to collectively lie flat, the newspaper said. Experts say the lying flat movement has gone out of the inability to move upward in social and economic level. It says the current generation finds itself in a different situation than their parents experienced as young adults. CFA, a commentator on China's Zhejiang television, said the young can expect to have the explosive growth of wealth as their parents' generation. According to 2017 information by the Chinese Academy of Social Science, people under 35 have high levels of unstable employment and low earnings. One of the survey's major findings is that college graduates in China have difficulties finding jobs. That's not sustainable. Once graduates find jobs, many feel they are expected to work too many hours. VOA spoke with a 35-year-old banking professional in Beijing, who used the name Lucy Li. In our bank, the leadership will drop by and announce around 8 p.m. to see who's still working, he said. She added that those who stay late are the employees who receive promotions. Jack Ma created e-commerce brand Alibaba and became a millionaire. He strongly praises the 996 models in a post on China's social media platform Weibo. Widely criticized, the post was later removed. Earlier this year, the death of two employees of online Chinese marketplace P-Tutor led to a social media discussions about working too much. Many young people said they do not want to live the 996 life. The popularity of the lying flat movement is in direct conflict with Chinese President Xi Jinping expressed hope for the future. He has spoken of the Chinese dreams of a great devolution of the Chinese nation. The officials, Xinhua News Agency, wrote in a commentary published in late May that lying flat is shameful. Only hard working brings happiness. I'm Susan Chen.